Welcome back everyone, thank you for joining us. We have our semi-final match now between two titans of Team Hoon Hay themselves. The weekly was James McIntyre versus Dude, Andrew Dudson. We've got Andrew Dudson is sitting here on Adamancipator, and James, who we just saw in the top 8 match, took out Invoked Eldritch with Madolche. Talk about a semi, ladies and gentlemen. I am sitting watching the biggest semi I've ever seen in my life. Just chatting with the players, letting them know it's all good to combo. And they're off to the races. We saw James take apart Eldritch Invoke, a deck known for its back row. And now he's got to take down a deck known for building huge monster boards. Complete opposite, does he have what it takes to take Fiddle Cakes all the way to the finals? Andrew Judson leading the start here with an Adamancipator pickup. Stay close, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a match to watch. It's typical go plays that we have come to expect of Adamancipator. A lot of love from Team Hoon Hay and a Mr. William Brown. He seems to have mistakenly called Team HH's logo Hentai Haven. That is not the case at all. HH we know stands for Hoon Hay, the proverbial suburb of Christchurch, where the team is known to have originated from. Just hold on to your letterboxes if you're ever in Hoon Hay. Go Dwarf, go Giant. On it. Your top Adamancipator. This is a typical start that you expect of Adamancipator. Start off with all these engine cards first, and then they start rolling into their rocks. Bit of rock and roll. Shadow Realm TCG in the comments. Let's see those OT tiaras. Would be if this is real life. I'm sure James has a much better Madolche deck than he does a Crystal Beast deck. If you ever watched that series between my Max Rarity Cyber Dragons versus Max Rarity Crystal Beasts, what a match that was. Nothing compared to what we're seeing today there though. We see the Researcher drop down. This is the one that starts all your plays, only requiring a rock on the field to special summon itself from hand. Then it gets the ball rolling by excavating the top 5 cards. Dudson or James Thick, not too sure, but here comes Dudson straight into a Heckler Fibrax. Rather if it had its OCG name, but Crystal Needle Fiber. But what are we going to do? We are stuck with a Heckler Fibrax. Bringing out the Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion, looks like we're going to go for a full play here. Back come the gloves. Down comes the first synchro we see, the Adamancipator Risen Raptite. That's not going to be sticking along, folks. That thing is going to be upgraded in no time into something that can actually do something on your opponent's turn. Linky Boy Spider getting rid of the token. Next part of the play needs effect monsters. There it comes, the 3 material Appaloosa, 3 negates on her, mere 2400 attack, 1 negate can take her, put her down into attacking class. Here we see the Raptite revealing now, getting the blue Researcher, Adamancipator Seeker, sorry. revealing yet another 5 cards. James had the Nibiru now. He surely doesn't. It's not going to do anything. Except maybe eat a Appaloosa negate. Blue rock comes down. Hope these folks remembered to turn up the turn timer up to something a bit better than 180 seconds. Not nearly enough time if you're playing a huge combo deck like this, so be a gentleman and turn it up to, you know, like a brisk 500. Here comes the Union Carrier. This is going to elicit the block dragons from the deck straight up to the field and allowing Dudson to extend even further. Block dragon attaches to the Reptile, which is going to synchro with the blue researcher into the big blue dragon, triggering the effect of the block dragon. Goes to the graveyard. Of course, you can add up to 3 rock types from your deck to your hand. There we go. Formidable field. Truly formidable field at the moment. 3 Material Appaloosa, that's 3 monster negates. Over here we've got the Dragite, which is a spell or trap negation. So any thoughts of turning off the Appaloosa is probably going to elicit a response from the Dragite there. Researcher, researcher, researcher. All three of the rockers. It's like the band's all here. This deck needs 10 minutes on the timer. Definitely does. Imagine sitting this on, imagine watching this here down on the old dueling book. I'd be able to go away and get myself another drink. Maybe go to the toilet again, who knows. Sandwich. Oh, yep. What's James got here? Is he going to be able to push through this? See a Call by the Grave for the block dragon. Surely Andrew doesn't fall for the bait here. He's thinking. How confident is he in his field that 3 monster negates are going to get into next turn where he's going to need the block dragon? And he lets it through. Block dragon's banished. Instant fusion comes down. That eats the Dragite negate. James only having to deal with 3 monster negates now. Mageling comes. Surely this eats negation. Here it is. Takes it down to a measly 1600 though. There's the petting sister. That eats an Appaloosa. This may be it for James now. Yep, and James is out. Bang, too much, too strong for James, but we did see that in the last semi-final. James lost game 1. They managed to clean up in games 2 or 3 here. I think James's play going to the next 2 games is to be going first and just trying to set up as much of a board as possible. We saw him there with the Trap Trek Exceed there. with that spicy new trap card coming out of Eternity Code. Maybe set up a couple of negates as well. Remember, he does have that Madolche trap card, which can negate monster effects, and just try and live to next turn where he can do enough damage to Andrew's strategy that he can survive to next turn and then just clean house with an OTK. Either way though, it's a winning day for Team Hoon Hay. One of these players are going to make it to the finals. And we go, and yes, James is indeed going to be leading. Going first game 1, first game 2, sorry. Opening with a Madolche. Searching a hoot cake, interesting choice. Reinforcement of the army coming down. Searching old Postman Pat. There's the petting sir. Special summoning one Madolche monster from your hand or deck. Down comes the princess. Overlay into teacher. Detaching, protecting the Madolche. Team Hoon Hay said something interesting there, but he's retracted the statement. Here comes the Angeli. Angeli tributing herself. What's it gonna be? Usually the hoot cake is the stand-in, and that's exactly what we see here. Hoot cake not being able to be destroyed by battle. Interesting one if you've ever played against Madolche. Few people remember it. Here comes Messenger Gelato. Surely if Dudson has the big old rock himself, the Nibiru in hand, this would be a time to drop it. But nope, he's letting James just continue on with his plays. Full combo, baby, it is indeed. Ah, Hoon Hay, I see ya. Putting that comment back in. Boom, double princess down. Pudding says, sorry. Angelic goes back. Triggers the cell on. Triggers the other pudding zest. And down comes the croissant. Some people were asking about this game 1, and this is exactly what it's here for. This entire play that you're about to see. Biggest combo you ever did see, people. Croissant goes to 1800 attack. Huge attack. Truly fearsome. Down comes Messenger Gelato. Going to prompt a search of the negate here. You were worried about the rock fields as well, but if Madolche here is able to play like it is now, then surely this is going to be something around the 10-minute mark as well. Set a back row. In phase. Take that, rocks. Let's see what you got. Onomatopoeia comes down, discarding another Onomatopoeia. Searching gloves and the other little guy. Kind of looks a bit like Utopia, you know, the one on about to see. It doesn't matter because he's about to come down. Some gloves. Special summoning. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there it is. That's the other one. So, Utopic Onomatopoeia. Game on. This is indeed game 2 with James going first. Impressive Madolche board. Andy coming in now with his onomatopoeia and go-go-goes and da-da-das and do-do-dos. Bit of Radio Gaga going on. Rock's got the field, so here comes the researcher. Making the Tornado Dragon. This is surely going to prompt the negate if James has it. And if he does, he just selects the researcher anyway. Ah, bloody got him. Triggering a ticket and a salon. Oop, gets himself another one, ready for next turn. Very interesting card there. Target one face-up card your opponent controls and one Madolche. Negate the effects of that opponent's card until the end of this turn. So negating anything like a normal spell or trap card is just going to completely wipe it out. Monsters though will stay on the board a la Savage Dragon. But he does have the blue Adamancipator Seeker in hand. Requiring only another Adamancipator on the field to be able to special summon it and reveal another 5. If he doesn't reveal any rocks off the top, this is the most unfortunate series of events ever. Other than the current climate that's happening around us outside, of course. Hitting the Doki Doki, so looking like Andrew is definitely got a lot of plays ahead of him. Can he bust this board though? Does he even have the rock in his hand to discard? There's a question. A lot of thinking on Andrew's part here. Luckily he's got all the time in the world. None of this 40-minute nonsense. And there we see Hackler Fibrax. You saw this move game 1. He is going to be going for the O-Lion, which is in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Oof, that's a big one. Excuse me while I adjust my chair, dropping it down. The squeaks are indeed coming from the chair, and not from my person. Come on, Andrew, what do you got for us? Going for a Savage, for a Boral Sword Dragon. Clearly he doesn't think he's got enough resources to survive next turn. He's going to try and clean house now. Luckily, at least 3 of James's monsters are all in defense mode, and 1 can't even be destroyed by battle, being the Hoon Cake. So this does look like James is going to indeed be surviving. Indeed, that Tornado Dragon is not running over anything anytime soon. Link Spider coming down, no matter some odd reason, but we'll see what happens. Goes for a Teacher here. Targets the Hoot Cake. Obviously something big that he wants to spin back in the graveyard there. Spin back. O-Line's still there. Just a couple of the rock boys there. The Adamancipator ones. Checking all 3 monsters. What's he going for? The Cerberus? Desperate times, desperate measures. Is going to be able to get rid of something, most likely the Hoot Cake there. He goes for one of the princesses, whatever. Draws a card though in the process. But it is a block dragon. This is getting huge for Dudson now, who should have enough materials to banish it. Easy daisy. Wait for the Imperm to activate. Earlier in the match we did see that this is yet another one of Madolche Promenade. Can't activate it this turn, but free to activate next turn if he can survive this one. And yes, quite rightly, Hoot Cake is predicted. Gmos here, probably the second most experienced Madolche player in New Zealand at the moment. Dudson considering his options. What's he got? Yep, he's linking it away for a unicorn. What's he going to target? Also, this is going to trigger a block dragon effect as well. Another 3 rocks to the field. Oh, to his hand, sorry. Gigantes and two of the Adamancipators. Even going second. This is enough, isn't it? Down comes the Gigantes. Here we go, straight into the battle phase. This is where we're going to see the action. Yes, he's going for a Gigantes, is going to swing at the pudding cess and wipe out James's back row. Oof! 100 damage and Heavy Storm. Borossaur Dragon only going to be able to get the 1 attack off unless he switches to defense mode. Looks like he is, so no damage for James this battle phase. James is going to live, see next turn with a protected Hoot Cake. Does Doodson know this though? Yep, I don't think Doodson realised it. Unicorn is going to swing to the Hoot Cake. It's going to do absolutely nothing. Currently can't be destroyed by battle, and it's got the protection of Glass Souffle on it, so it's going to live till next turn. But with Andrew Doodson with 3 cards in hand, 2 of them being the Adamancipator monsters we know about, plus a random draw, it's nothing good. Here comes the block dragon, just going to chump block here. Into a 2 material Appaloosa. In phase. Looks like James is living to fight this turn. Do or die, ladies and gentlemen. Hoot Cake to attack mode. Upstart Goblin. Boy. Down comes an Angeli. Surely this is going to prompt a negate from Appaloosa here. Thinking, don't know what there is to think about here. Surely you take this? No, he lets it go through, and down comes the Peninsula. Discard a special summon. You can special summon a Madolche monster from hand or deck. Sure enough, this eats an Appaloosa. Surely this is on Doodson's end thinking, yep, lets it through, no Appaloosa negate so far, and Pudding Cess comes down. Doodson strongly knows that now with 3 monsters on the board, as soon as he negates anything with Appaloosa, he's just prompting it to get run over. And now we've got Queen Tiara Masu. finally we see an Appaloosa negate out of it, Dudson. No more targets for the Madolche in James's deck. Possibly not. This is looking like a heck of a lot of monsters in his grave. He's gone through quite a number of resources here. Borrowsword swings the Tiramisu. Hootcake collects the Appaloosa. Boof. James still has to somehow deal with that Borrowsword, otherwise that thing's going to be the death of him. This is game 2, so James is fighting to go to game 3 here. Looks like there's still something for Hootcake here. Banishes the glass souffle. What's he going to bring? Madolche. Alright. Alright, alright. Chocolate a la mode. This gets rid of the Borrowsword. Surely it does. Bisson Gelato goes back. A la mode spins the Borrowsword. Bisson Gelato gets Sell on. Alright. Tiramisu, this is the one I was going on about, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the one that gets rid of the Borrowsword here. Forgive me for not knowing my cakes too well. I'm more of a pie and sausage roll man myself. You ever go to the bakery? Or a lovely apple cream donut. Goodbye Borrowsword. Triggers a la mode. Bisson Gelato comes down. Does Bisson Gelato have anything to search? Does he play another copy of the trap, ladies and gentlemen? Nope, it's getting Chateau. Banish the trap. What he do? Attach one Madolche monster from your hand or deck to it as material. Just adding and beefing up that chocolate a la mode even more. Activates Salon. Activates Chateau. Everything goes back to the deck. And once again we triggering the effect of chocolate a la mode here. Game 2, ladies and gentlemen, game 2. Andrew Dudson taking game 1. James is fighting to stay in this and looking in a commanding position game 2 here. Surely we're going to see a game 3. Chateau for a chateau. My house is better than yours, unless your house is in France. Here it's rather nice out there. Definitely rather anywhere than Italy at the moment. Glass souffle. Amount of talking I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. Who can believe it's only turn 3 of the match? Been going for 36 minutes so far. 36 minutes. Set a back row. What is it? What could it be? We do know that Andrew Dudson has one Adamancipator left in hand. The red one, I believe. The red Adamancipator researcher. Do your worst, he says. Go Giant. Normal summon, target a Go monster in the graveyard. Special summon that in a defense position. Swings back the Adamancipator. Down comes the researcher, flicking 5 off the top. Is James going to allow it? Yes, he does. Oh, that's bloody good for Dudson. Ah, misclick from the Madolche player. Team Hoon Hay in the chat there. Comes from 2 cards in hand to 4 monsters on board. Dudson dropping the Raptite. Allowing Dudson to see yet another 5 cards off the top of his deck. Possible misclick from the rock duelist Andrew Dudson here. Shuffling back cards, triggering his Salon. And there's the impermanence. That's what James was hiding. Dudson taking some time to contemplate life yet again. And Dudson surrender, realising he's got no way through the cakes there. Some hard cakes to beat, harder cakes than what my grandma used to bake up. So we are going to see a game 3 here. While we're waiting for this, does anyone have any results from the other semi-final? Does anyone know whether what deck we are going to see? Octopus Prime, looking at you, buddy. Did you make it to the finals? Rock's hard to fiddle, but he got a finger game too, reaching through into that creamy goodness on the inside. And we see Dudson leading game 3 here. Short-sighting. Not Thomas. That means the winner of this match, either Madolche or Adamancipator, whatever it's going to be, is going to be versing Zodiacs in the finals. Zodiacs are back. Ah, very good duelist. I see Dudson opened well. One set back row and a set monster versus 6 in hand for James. Is he ever going to punch through? It's going to be now. Petting Sir gets her Golden Girl pudding cess. Straight into a battle phase. This is unusual, but we'll see what happens. Woof! 2-2 defense, bouncing off that rock like it's nothing. So putting this effect triggering, sending the Geigs to the graveyard, allowing the way for Petting Sir to do your 1400 damage here. Surely the clock's running down. Isn't it time? Octopus Prime is calling it. We've got Will Brown in the comments, our T.O. himself. They turn the glass souffle, down comes a hoop cake. Slowly reaching 40 minutes here. In which case, if that's the case, we are going to see Madolche versus Zodiacs in the finals. 30 seconds left. Surely James just runs out the clock. Time in the round, it's being called, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see, soon as this phase ends, unless Dudson can somehow do 1000 damage in James's main phase 2, I'm not too sure. But we are going to see Zodiac versus Madolche. Cakes versus Zoo, sounds like a lovely day out, and that's going to be our final coming through at 2 PM. Yep. Weekly Wars giving a GG bro and a sorry. Yep, we see time again. Will must be watching. James is just going to keep doing it until Dudson waits it out. What a semi indeed. Shadow Realm TCG calling it. Madolche Zodiac Finals. Who would have thought? 2020. We're strapped inside. Strap yourselves in for an amazing final coming through at 2 PM. James just pounding away, going, yeah, dude, surrendered. He understands what's going on. Catch us back here at 2 PM, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be bringing you Zodiacs versus Madolche in the final match of the TCG Collector Quarantine Cup tournament.